Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we have a ton of new information to talk about, some leaks regarding the release date of gun running, vehicles that could or could not be showing up in this update, and a whole lot more. So do you guys remember the kind of cryptic riddle puzzle that Yan put out? I believe it was last week, where he basically gave us 4 things that were going to be in the update, like the release date, the number of missions, vehicles, and weapons. And then he gave us 4 numbers. It was 6, 8, 13, and 17. And he said that one of them matched each one of those. We got clues from Mach1 Bud, who said 17 and 8 are not the number of new weapons, which was dwindling down our choices pretty quickly. Well, yesterday, Yan actually put out a statement regarding that post, and this is what it is right here. He says, people wonder why no one is giving a clear release date. Rockstar themselves not being sure about it might be one of the causes, which also explains why even after 2 Newswire posts about the update, they still didn't give a release date. He said, it's not the 6th, it may be the 13th or the 20th, and then in spoilers, he says, or the 27th, the 4th, 11th, 18th, 25th, just random guesses. He goes on to say, knowing that the update was approved by Sony and Microsoft, and knowing that this update will be on 3 platforms, you should be clever enough to figure out which one they're having issues with. And he ends by saying, and I speculate that the Hunter guys will be disappointed. So, a lot to break down here. Let's talk about it. According to Yan, the update is not coming out tomorrow on June 6th. That's what he said right there. And he doesn't even give a confirmation for the 13th. He says it may be the 13th, it may be the 20th, the 27th, the 18th, something along those lines. And what he's also said is that the update was approved by Sony and Microsoft, and the PC platform Steam and the Rockstar Warehouse are the only ones they're having issues with. And he ends by saying, I speculate that the Hunter guys will be disappointed. There's a lot of religious hunter following people, which is basically an attack chopper that was featured in previous GTA games and was cut from GTA 5. He says that they will be disappointed. So according to Yan, it looks like the Hunter isn't going to be added in the gun running update either, which I know is going to be a bummer for a lot of you guys. And he also followed up with a second post by saying, so the release date in your riddle isn't accurate. And he said, it may or may not be. Things change, but hey, at least that's kind of giving you the answer. So this goes back to the point I made a couple weeks ago. This is why I don't like things to be as cryptic as they are, because things change and then people get invested into the cryptic messages. But once again, at the end of the day, it's Yan, it's his info. He can do whatever he wants with it. I just wish it was presented in a little bit more of a clear manner. So that is the information from Yan. Now we actually need to talk about what Mach1 Bud said on the forums too. Now he starts by saying that this is just speculation, but I think Mach1 knows more than he's leading on, and his speculation might be more educated information, as he's been giving us hints to Yan's riddle along this time. So he says, I speculate the release date is the 13th, but I think there is a possibility it can change. I think there will be 17 vehicles, but one of them is that new golf cart thing used to drive around the bunker. I speculate 8 of them will be special vehicles that will require a mission to unlock. Not going to be able to just buy them straight away this time, except the Tampa. When you buy the bunker, the Tampa is how they introduce the vehicle customization to you. The rocket bike is probably one of those as well, and I bet it can be armed. I've said this before, but I speculate that the research is how you unlock new upgrades for your weapons, vehicles, maybe even clothing. I think the MOC is not destructible, but the truck is. I think that there is only one truck model to have tow the MOC, but you can jack other trucks to tow it if yours gets destroyed. I expect that this is a new customizable Phantom is one of the 17 vehicles, and I also speculate there will be no aircrafts in this update at all. I can speculate anyone can own a bunker, VIP CEO or biker, or a player with nothing, and I think the new buggy will be called the Bandito. It's a special vehicle as well, obviously. I think there will be no new weapons added at all, only mods for existing weapons, and I think there will be few military-style haircuts and tattoos added. So the big thing out of this is he believes the update is coming out on the 13th. He gave you the amount of vehicles, the research, the information on the MOC, how he doesn't believe it'll be destructible, but the truck will. The big things I see here, and it kind of builds off of what Yan said. He said there's no Hunter. Mach1 says there isn't going to be any aircrafts added in this update. But he also said there isn't going to be any new weapons added at all. And Yan was pretty adamant about saying that as well. When he did his original leak, he said, remember guys, I'm not talking about new weapons. So that's pretty interesting right there, that is the information information coming from Mach1Bud. It's his speculation, but again, my personal opinion is that he possibly knows a little bit more than he's leading on. Now, in all of this craziness and madness, FunMW2 has chimed in twice. He responded to someone that said, all right, so the PC platform's issues with script kiddies is causing a delay. I don't understand why they don't release it on consoles, continuing to develop a fix for PC modding problem, and then release Gunrunning at a later date for the PC platform instead of making everyone wait. I'm not saying this to throw shade at the PC guys, but releasing patches is much easier and flexible on PC compared to consoles. And FunMW2 says, no, it's not delayed, which should have been obvious because Rockstar haven't given out a release date. So if there's no release date, there's no delay. And then he responds to another question that was, so is PC Master Race is the one holding us back? And he simply says no. So that's weird. It's conflicting from what Yan has said. Two of the most prominent leaker information guys in the GTA community are saying kind of the exact opposite. So that right there is kind of interesting if I do say so myself. I don't honestly know whose side to believe here. Now, for those of you guys that are curious as to why the update isn't going to be coming out tomorrow, at least according to Yan, this comes from Mach1Bud. He said, no, they would have announced the release date last Thursday or Friday if that were the case. So that's why they randomly dropped some screenshots late in the day Friday. They were hoping to have the update ready by end of the day on Friday, but didn't meet the deadline. So we got screenshots instead of a release notice. And then he adds an edit to Wild Brick. They updated the main audio files. Nothing said they updated the cut audio for the Hunter. This is talking about the Hunter. If I had to guess, they needed to update the main audio files because they're adding new objects into free mode. And to follow up with that, it says, has it been confirmed they updated the cut sounds specifically though? For all we know, it could be anything. The audio folder contains every single audio file from the base game. It's about 16.6 gigs, so there's no way of knowing what was exactly updated. That refers to people figuring out that that file was updated, and it could have been the Hunter. But once again, from Yan, he said that it isn't going to be arriving in this update. So that is some pretty interesting information right there. To give you guys a quick recap, number one, according to Yan, it doesn't look as if the update is going to be coming out tomorrow on the 6th. He doesn't know when it's going to be coming out either, and he says that the Hunter helicopter isn't looking to be coming into the game. However, that's kind of the opposite of what FunMW2 is saying by stating there's no delay and that PC isn't causing the issue of the update not coming out. And then we have Mach1Bud giving his quote-unquote speculation of some of the things that could be happening in this update, including no aircrafts at all, the fact that the MOC can't be destroyed, and no new weapons. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. Who do you believe here, and who do you think is ultimately right about the release date and everything else regarding the features and functions and vehicles, weapons, haircuts, and more that's going to be coming out in the Gunrunning update? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section down below. If you guys did go and enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.